Hello, welcome to today's Friday Lunchtime Live. I'm just gonna check online here to make sure I have sound this week because I had some issues last week where there was no sound and y'all couldn't hear me. So let me just check this out here. No sound. All right, I hear myself, so it's working, so that's good. So welcome back. Sorry about all that last week. I actually recorded it twice. Once, the first time I didn't realize it didn't record. The second time I thought it did, and so I did it all over again and realized it didn't record. So I'm back today and I still want to go over these topics because I think it's really important that you guys learn about these hidden dangers in your kitchen and some of the tips and tricks to minimize your exposure and things that you can do to help yourself. So here goes. So first thing first, what I wanted to touch on was nonstick cookware. So I feel like most people use this in their kitchen nowadays, and maybe most of you are aware of the dangers. If not, I just wanted to go over that with you. So nonstick cookware, like this pan here, it's common in frying pans and saucepans, and it's coated with a chemical product called Teflon. So Teflon was created back in the 1930s, and it is a chemical combination that was marketed heavily as a healthier alternative because of its non-stick surface and no friction. It ended up being marketed as like very healthy. You didn't have to use any oils or butters, and it was really convenient because it, the non-stick, easy to clean, all that stuff. So it hit the market with huge popularity. Well, they slowly realized over time that this non-stick cookware led to several health conditions, including thyroid disorder, chronic liver disease, chronic kidney disease, and linked to infertility and low birth weight. So definitely significant concerns, for me and my family, and I'm sure for yours as well. So Teflon, like I said, has been used for a long time, and in 2013, the EPA stepped in and had all of the PFOA, which is the chemical in Teflon, removed from production. So when they did that, if you have a pan that is older than 2013, you're going to want to get rid of those. If you have a newer style nonstick coating, you have the better version, but the truth is it's still not the healthiest option. So if you do choose to cook with a nonstick pan in the newer version, I have some tips for you to minimize your risk. So first things first, never preheat an empty pan. Avoid cooking on high heat. These are meant for medium to low heat only. Ventilate your kitchen properly so that you're not getting those toxic fumes. Those fumes lead to what's known as Teflon flu, which there's actually a name for it, and it gives you a lot of the same symptoms as the regular flu. So you get chills, body aches, fever, just a feeling of unwell. So that comes from Teflon flu, which I'm sure many of you didn't even know existed, as I didn't. So the other thing is to always hand wash your cookware. Don't put it in the dishwasher, and never use metal or cut in your pan and scrape it. As soon as you have a scrape or any peeling, you're leaching out that toxic coating into your food. So be sure to stop using it, discontinue use, if there are any scratches or peeling in your material. Another thing about that, there was a study done in 1999 to 2000, and 98% of those studied had Teflon in their blood supply. So that's extremely concerning that it was in so many people's blood just from cooking with it. So another alternative for you that I like a lot, and there's several. So some of the other alternatives, stainless steel is great. That's what you see in most commercial kitchens. It's really durable. You do need to use butter or oil. It's not nonstick. But it is, like I said, durable, lasts forever, and it's really strong, so it's good. Cast iron is great. Cast iron, I think, is really big in the South. I never really saw anyone cook with it until I moved here. And so cast iron, again, very durable. It's not nonstick, but after you season it and use it over time, it does get nonstick properties. So it's a good option. And then stoneware also is really good. I've never cooked with stoneware, but it's been used for thousands of years, so that's a good option too. My go-to that I really like is ceramic cookware, and this is a pan I have here. This is a 9-inch skillet. This is from Extrema. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're a family-owned company here in the US, and I really like that. And this is 100% ceramic pan, so it's very heavy. Comes with a lid. It's really just like a cast iron skillet, same type of thing. You season it and cook with it the same way. But this little pan is almost $100 just for this. So a better option, more cost-effective option is ceramic coated pans, which I don't have one as an example, but like you can look on Amazon, and Green Pan Smart Shape is a great pan. And I will try to link that in the comments for you so you can get a deal. I know they just had Prime Day, so I don't know when that comes back around again, but you can get, I think you can get the green span for like 30 bucks. So that's a good option and a much safer alternative than nonstick cookware. So some other hidden dangers in your kitchen is plastic utensils. So this is a spatula, plastic spatula. I don't cook with these anymore. I just had this one hiding in the back of a drawer and I thought I would use it as an example. So the problem with plastic cookware is that it leaches the chemicals from the plastic into your food as well. And so according to Harvard University, they did a study that found that certain chemicals in the plastic leach out into the food and the beverages that we eat, whether they're heated or not. And then when you take the component of heating it, it's even worse. It leaches out into your food. So best bet, just get rid of the plastic. Don't use it at all. I prefer some of the other alternatives. This is a silicone coated spatula, which these are affordable too, and they work really good. I like silicone because it's so durable. It's not great for super high heat, so it can melt, but it's easy to clean. It works well with ceramic or cast iron or even nonstick pans, and they're very affordable. So that's silicone coated. Another good option is wood. People don't really use wood spoons anymore. I feel like everyone goes to the plastic, but the nice thing about wood is, again, it's easy to clean, and it's durable too. It's affordable, and then all you have to do is season it properly. So actually, I need to season this one. It's getting a little dry. Once it's seasoned, it won't absorb the food, so then you can just easily wash it. Another good option is bamboo, and bamboo is like all the rage now. You're seeing that everywhere. And the great thing about bamboo is that when you are done using it, you can literally just go throw it in the yard and let it decompose in the grass, and it doesn't hurt anything. So it's completely safe, it's environmentally friendly, super easy to use and cook with and wash. You just want to hand wash all of those. So just a little bit more on plastic. Plastic contains phthalates. So I know you've heard me talk about phthalates before when I talked about natural beauty products. And so phthalates are kind of known as the everywhere kind of chemical because they're pretty much in everything. And so phthalates have been known to really mess with our endocrine system, which is our hormonal pathways. So our hormones are like little messengers that run through our body and tell, from our brain, you know, to our kidneys, to our liver and things like that, and tell our body what to do. When those messengers are disrupted, it affects your weight loss, it affects your libido, it affects your mood, it affects your energy levels, basically affects everything. So you always want to make sure you're supporting your hormones, supporting your system all the time. You want to make sure you're not congested or eating those phthalates, absorbing that from your plastic. So never, ever, ever, ever heat plastic with your food in it, or drinks even for that matter, because it's going to get into the food, in the drink, and you're going to ingest it, and it's going to be in your system. So, and then all of those toxins get stored in our fat cells. So, and then they stay with us. So it's important to keep the phthalates down if you see anything, or keep the plastic down altogether. Another big thing in plastic, another big chemical, is PBA. And most people have heard of PBA nowadays, so they know what it is. But PBA, a lot of people, EPA and the government sort of started talking about how bad it was for us, and they started making PBA-free water bottles and jars and containers and things like that. But the problem is they took the BPA out, but they just put something else in its place that's just equally as bad. So really, when it comes to plastics, I say avoid them altogether. If you can, switch over to glass 100%. And then they make a lot of really affordable glass containers. I've got 2 different brands that I use. I got from Amazon. They're great. They're affordable. You can heat in them, and then they're not toxic and not going to hurt you in any way. So BPA, also an endocrine disruptor. It mimics estrogen in the body, and high levels of estrogen increases your risk for blood clots, boosting your chances of stroke as well. So more bad news. We just need to stay away from all those toxins altogether to keep our bodies healthy and safe. So I hope you guys found this informative. I hope you enjoyed this. One thing I wanted to mention in my reels lately, I've been doing a lot of cooking with the air fryer. And so that's another one of my favorite appliances is kind of like a tip, I guess, extra on this, is using your air fryer as much as you can, and especially in the summertime, it doesn't heat up your house from using your oven, and then you can cook your food and get that crisp to it without any oil or any, with frying it. So, but it gets that same crisp to it. So the air fryer is a great tool for you to use as well. So if you don't have one, I would say go get one. I have one, a Black & Decker that I've had, oh my gosh, maybe 10 years or so. My mom bought it for me and it works great, and I still use it to this day. So get an air fryer, try it out. Let me know what you think. If you want to try one of my recipes, try it in the air fryer. A lot of them, it can air fry or bake or whichever. So, but anyway, so that's it for today's Lunchtime Live. I hope this information was informative. I would really love to hear back from you guys on some topics you would like some information or some training on. And then what I'm going to do is pick a topic that someone submits, and I'm going to send them a prize. So I'm not going to say what that prize is. I want it to be a surprise. So if you guys have any ideas or anything that you just want me to ramble on about here in my kitchen, just let me know, and I'd love to talk to you guys about it. So I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I will catch you next week on Lunchtime Live. Have a great one. Bye.